So, Ganzo has been around for a little while now. Until fairly recently, most of their designs have been inexpensive copies of other knives. A lot of those designs used a version of the access lock and a 440C blade steel. The last time I was looking at Ganzo knives on Amazon, I saw some of their newer designs that look completely original. One of those designs caught my interest. I had some Amazon books, so I decided to go ahead and purchase it. This is the Ganzo Firebird FH51.
I'm not really sure why Ganzo started branding their knives as Firebird. It says right on the blade, Firebird made by Ganzo. Maybe they're trying to get away from their reputation of copying other knife designs. Maybe they just like Pontiac. The flame-shaped bird logo is pretty cool though. The FH51 has what I would call a Wharncliffe blade in D2 steel. The blade length is about 3¼ inches, with a cutting edge around 2¾ inches. It has a small finger choil so you can choke up on it like it has daddy issues. The handle scales are made out of some really nice looking G10. This knife is a liner lock. The liner not being used to lock the blade has some circles cut in it to save a little weight. The pocket clip is right side tip up carry and cannot be changed. It's almost a deep carry clip, but with just enough sticking out of your pocket to grab onto. There's a G10 back spacer with a built-in lanyard hole. I personally find the knife to be very good looking. The blade is deployed by a flipper tab, just like 90% of knives made by Chinese manufacturers. The knife flips open smoothly, but with not as much force as my Rake P801. The detent is just strong enough to hold the blade inside the handle pretty well. The blade pivots on some kind of ball bearing system, which is why the action is so buttery smooth. D2 is one of my favorite blade steels because it's affordable and holds an edge for quite a while. It's a tool steel that's semi-stainless. It can stain if you do something like cut a steak with it. Of course, not being a true stainless steel means it can rust easier. If you wipe off the blade after use, it shouldn't really be a problem. This knife is a pretty good size for an EDC knife. I usually prefer a slightly larger knife, but I have no problem carrying this knife as my main blade. The blade shape is different from what I'm used to, but the super pointy tip does come in handy when opening things. You can accidentally stab your fingers while trying to open a plastic blister pack. This Ganzo FH51 cost me $30 off Amazon and is a way better use of $30 than that fancy looking Evangro paperweight with a cutting edge. It's way better put together and the D10 actually holds the blade shut. Plus this knife fits my main carry knife criteria of not weighing more than $1.10. So would I recommend purchasing the Ganzo FH51? Yeah, sure, go for it.